Hello and welcome to Crypto Bible. My name's Oliver Tompkins, and in today's episode, I've got a pretty interesting one for you. Again, it's about the future of Bitcoin. Where's it going to be? Price prediction. Interesting stuff. But before we get stuck into it, go ahead, throw me a like, get yourself subscribed to Crypto Bible, and turn on your notification bell icon, cha-ching, so you never miss any groundbreaking stories in the world of crypto. And also, I interview a lot of experts as well, and they tell me what good coins could be worth buying. So it's always good to stay and watch the Crypto Bible. And another thing, I'm not even finished yet. We've got a competition where you can win £300 worth of Shiba Inu. Check it out in the show notes below on how you can win in the competition. First things first, let's go over to CoinMarketCap and find out what's happening in the world of crypto. Okay, it's always good to check out what the prices are doing on CoinMarketCap first. We've got trending coins, ApeCoin #1. Now, we saw this recently last week where the owners of the Bored Ape Yacht Club have issued this coin, and it has been extremely volatile. It went up to like $37, back down to $7. I'm not sure where it's at the moment, but that's trending at #1 and it's down. Phantom, PancakeSwap. Biggest gainers, Grom, Space Meta, and Poker Cypher. Now let's go down, check out the big coins. We got Bitcoin trading at $41,274. Ethereum, 2,900. As you can see, slightly down in the red, 1.1%, ETH 0.4%. XRP, a little bit green. Terra Luna, 3.1% up. Ada Gang, very, very small percentage up. Few greens here. AVAX, 4% up, 24 hours. Anything else going on down here? No double digits, really. Ethereum Classic, 9.4%. But there you go. Again, market consolidating. No big swings. Kind of just trading in a sideways moment for the time being. Let's jump into this news article because I want to know what you guys think on this. All right, let's do it. Okay, here is the article from cryptoglobe.com. And it is Pantera Capital CEO Dan Morehead expects Bitcoin to 10x in the next 5 years. Now, I've been seeing a lot of articles that are heavily promoting Bitcoin from experts, global giants like this guy, CEOs, talking about Bitcoin and saying that it's going to be massive over the next 5 years. We had Kathy Wood say 500k within 5 years. We had Wozniak, Apple co-founder, 5 years, 500k. Now we've got Dan Morehead from Pantera Capital saying 10x. So let's see what he's got to say. So last Friday, crypto investment firm Pantera Capital CEO and COO Dan Morehead shared his thoughts on the crypto market. Now, his comments were made while he was being interviewed by Matt Miller on Bloomberg TV. With regard to the Bitcoin price, Morehead said, basically, Econ 101. Supply and demand. Every 2 years, 10 times more people use crypto than they did in the past. And that's going on for a decade, or been going on for a decade. Every 2 years, it's 10 times more. And every 2 years, the price of crypto has gone up 10x. And to my mind, it's that simple. Within the next 5 or 10 years, everyone with a smartphone will use cryptos. And if that's true, they're going to be at a much higher price. Miller then asked Morehead if this means that Bitcoin could be trading around $400,000, roughly 10x its price at the time of the interview. And would this be $400,000 in 2025? Morehead replied, I think actually it will be some number like that. All the use cases that are really rolling out and people are using it. And now institutional investors are really investing in the space from taking it, like 10 or 20 basis points to maybe in 10 years, 8% of their portfolio or something like that. Miller then asked Morehead what will happen to the price of other crypto assets. And he said, sorry, he should still be here, right? And he said, Bitcoin has been amazing. We've owned a lot of it over the years. And I think it's going to go up another 10x over the next 5 or something like that. Most of the new innovations are in other things. There are 100 of really interesting tokens out there, many of which are essentially companies built on top of Ethereum or Polkadot or Solana. 3 interesting blockchains there. And those are kind of the new small caps that have the potential to go up 100x or some of these bigger numbers. So he's saying that companies that are building on top of Ethereum or Polkadot or Solana, and these projects are the ones likely to go up to 100x. 100x, wow. So there is words. Not really smiley. Not too smiley about it on there, is it? Not too smiley. So again, Dan Moorhead and Joey Krung, who is Pantera's other co-CIO, commented on the impact of higher interest rates on crypto assets prices during a conference call with investors. And the highlights of their comments were published on February 16 as part of the 2022 issue of the firm monthly newsletter. Now, Krug said, our macro view here is that crypto got hit by a lot of the news surrounding the interest rate hikes that the Fed is planning. But at this point, we think it's mostly been priced in as of today. The market's pricing in about 5 rate hikes, and I think a lot of that has been overplayed in crypto. ETH went down to a low of 2,200, and if you look at the 10-year Treasury, it peaked about 1.9%, and it's kind of leveled off since then. Today, it's about 1.8%. Now that things have gone through this really aggressive move, where late last year, the 10-year was 1.34%, and then went up to 1.9% quickly, I think that it's a sort of wake-up call to the market. But if you look at crypto specifically, the traditional macro markets go down. Trend tends to be correlated with them for a period of roughly 70 days, so a bit over 2 months, and then it begins to break correlation. And so we think over the next number of weeks, crypto is basically going to decouple from traditional markets and begin to trade on its own again. Okay. Couple of reasons for that. One is crypto is relatively small. So things like the federal funds being 1.25% versus 0 doesn't make a huge difference for something that's grown 4 times year over year, especially if you look at stuff like DeFi, where it's already trading at fairly cheap multiples. There are a lot of DeFi assets that trade from PE multiples everywhere from 10 to 40. They're not crazy high value. Tech stocks are trading at multiples of 400 to 500x. Our view is going to be decoupled over the next number of weeks, and crypto will sort of trade independently again. It's my personal view that 2,200 ETH was likely the bottom. That's what he thinks. $2,200 likely the bottom. Wow, okay. Moorhead added, once people have a little bit of time to think this through, they're going to realize that if you look at the different asset classes, blockchain is the best relatively asset class in rising rate environment. Most asset classes do have a direct algebraic impact from rising rates. Bonds, obviously, when rates go up, prices go down. I think bonds are going to get killed. Most other things like equities have cash flows that need to be discounted, which implies lower prices if yields are higher. That's also true of real estate, most other types of assets. Whereas blockchain isn't a cash flow oriented thing. It's like gold. It can behave in a very different way from interest rate oriented products. I think when it's all said and done, investors will be given a choice to invest in something. And if rates are rising, blockchain is going to be the most relatively attractive. That doesn't guarantee it won't go down next week. It doesn't guarantee that it won't go down a lot more next month or whatever. But it does mean the odds are really high and the markets at an extreme will bounce back relatively quickly. I think it's like weeks or a couple of months until we're rallying very strongly. We're quite bullish on the market, and we think prices are relatively inexpensive in an expensive place. Right. Okay. A few interesting things there from Moorhead and Krug. So there you have it, guys. Another article kind of promoting Bitcoin and crypto, and a little chat about Ethereum there from Moorhead and Krug. What do you think about that article? Let me know in the comment sections below. Also, throw me a like, get yourself subscribed to the Crypto Bible, and turn on your notification bell icon so you never miss any of our upcoming episodes. Plus, we've got that £300 worth of Shiba Inu that we have to give away. Competition time. Check it out in the show notes below. Thanks for joining me for today's episode, and I'll see you on the next one.